And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I have to show you it on an image because it is a pre-sale because, well, the 2019 American Silver Eagle is still a pre-sale, as well as now you can see we are getting into the 2019 Proof Silver Eagle. So I thought, you know what, PCGS, they just debuted, just unveiled this holder. Not, you know, the flag frame. Obviously, the flag frame had been shown before, but they just unveiled the dual holder. Now, that's not two separate coins and two separate slabs. That's actually one solid brick slab, two coins in it. And I really love that holder because it really showcases the American flag much more. Because if you notice the smaller version of that, or not, I should say the smaller version is true as well, but the single coin version, essentially the single coin version is if you just took the proof side where you kind of have, you know, the stars and a little bit of the stripes on the bottom. This one, you get a full feel of the American flag. Now, these are going to be in a very limited edition run done by PCGS. Very limited edition run that is going to be offered out by PCGS. I have not been told an exact number because they are still kind of working out the kinks and everything with the prototypes on these holders. This is the first time PCGS will be unveiling it. What I have been told is PCGS will only be doing 200 of these holders. That is it. They are priced to sell at $299.97. $299.97. They are a pre-sale. Expected delivery, again, around the end of January on them. And that's very difficult to do because not only do you have the bullion coin, because you can see their first day of issue, not only do you have the bullion coin that you've got to get there in one day, you also have the proof that you've got to get there in one day. Weirdly enough, the proof is actually going to be released earlier than the Mint State. So that means we've got to get a hold of the proofs. We've got to get enough proofs to PCGS. We have to have them sit at their facility. We got to get it there in first day. Then we have to let them sit at their facility for about a week until the Mint State is released. And once the Mint State is released, they are able to make the solid brick. They are able to offer out the complete brick. Now, since this is a pre-sale, since this is a first-time showing, since this is a first-time debut anywhere in the world, no one has them anywhere else, no one's offered them out anywhere else, I'm going to give you the lowest guaranteed money-back guarantee price that you will ever see. No matter where you go to a coin show, you watch another coin show, you go on the internet, no matter where you go, you're not going to see it at a lower price than what I'm about to offer you out right now. We're going to do them out. First time airing, first time showing, introductory price $199.97. $199.97 right here, right now. $199.97. Again, that is first time show, first time debut, first time air, guaranteed will be the lowest price offered out. Guaranteed will be the best price offered out. So with that in mind, again, the price level that you see here is only going to go up. And as I said, from what I have heard, PCGS is only going to be doing anticipated around 200. We have known in the past when PCGS said, you know, they were going to do X amount of number, it's typically ended up being lower than what they said. But I do anticipate 200 seems like a number that is a number that they should be able to accomplish. And again, that is guaranteed no matter where you go in the world, the rock bottom lowest price. The rock bottom lowest price. You get both for one money, both in first day of issue. And again, anticipating around end of January on this one. Anticipating around end of January. Again, first time debut, first time offered out. And we just figured out the pricing that's going to be on these holders from PCGS. As I said, they're still kind of working out the kinks on the prototype, but I will let you know on this holder, the premiums that are being charged, they are charging an additional $10 for first day of issue, so you've got $20 right there on top of the grading certification fee. There's going to be an additional $4 per coin for the holder, so that's $8. That's just for first day of issue and just the holder. That's $28 on top of the 2 coins being certified. Standard certification would run you around $50. So you're looking at certification roughly about $128. So if you take the $199.97 minus the $128, which encompasses the grading certification fees, that's $71.97 for the coins. You break that down, that's mint issue price for the coins then, and you're guaranteed 70s. So think about that. That's the $199.97. That's how I know the price is the lowest that will be found. The price is the lowest that can be done. The price is the lowest that will ever be done, is because, again, essentially what you're doing right now is you're paying for the grading certification, buying the proof at mint issue price, buying the bullion at mint issue price, and that's your $199.97. But you're guaranteed 70s. So again, that's all you're doing, is essentially buying the coins at issue price, paying for certification, and getting first day of issue in 70. Getting first day of issue in 70 right here, right now for you. Again, the 2-piece set, 2-piece deal, the first time that it has been debuted, that it has been seen, that it has been offered out. Now, keep in mind, over the next coming weeks, we will have proofs offered in, different labels and things like that as singles. But since nobody had seen this before, since this was a prototype that had been in the works, actually this was supposed to be released late last year. It was supposed to be released around November-ish in 2018, but they just couldn't quite get the kinks worked out on the holder. So, we spoke with PCGS and just kind of had them hold off. We had them hold off until, everything was ready, and say, you know what, it's getting so close to 2019. We're going to, we'll just wait to offer them out once it's finalized in 2019. And again, PCGS, they're only estimated doing 200 of these. So they're going to be a high demand item and a low offering price. High demand item and a very, very, very low offering price right here, right now on the show. So one to definitely take advantage of, one to not miss out on, one to not lose out on here on the show. Again, as I have said too, that speaking with PCGS, they are only anticipating on doing 200 of these in first day of issue. If we sell, let's say 70 of these, 80 of these, 100 of these, I will probably have to put, tonight, I'll probably have to put a halt on offering them out, depending how close we get to that number, because I can't say that, we get to 150 and I would feel comfortable being at that number. Of course, I'd love to be at that number, 150 of these sold, but I do have to watch out since it's a pre-sale, and since I have kind of been already told by PCGS that they're anticipating on only doing about 200 of these. So you got to keep in mind that I'm offering it out at the lowest introductory price, and let's just say tonight maybe 50 of them go out the door. Well, if 50 of them go out the door, the next time showing, the next time airing, we'll have to reevaluate how many more can be offered out. We'll have to reevaluate with PCGS, on, what they think the finalized numbers are going to be on it. And once we find out a little bit more information, because, the Proof Silver Eagle is going to be offered out next week. The Proof Silver Eagle is going to be offered out next Thursday, actually. So by next Thursday, I'm going to have a lot more clear understanding of how many more we can offer out, and what the pricing may be. I can guarantee you that nobody else will be at better than $199.97, and I am only offering out the $199.97 is because we were the first to show you it, we were the first to offer it, we were the first to give you it, and being the first, I want to give you the best deal. Being the first, I want to give you the lowest price. That has cut that down to the bone. As I said, essentially what you're doing now, you are buying coins at issue price, paying for certification, getting guaranteed first day of issue 70s in the limited edition flag frame brick. And no one else has even offered it out yet. Again, the news just broke earlier today with PCGS, and I had to have them, send me mock-up images of it. They said, and I've been working with them pretty much up until the show. That's why, it took me a little bit to get started on air, because I was really working up to the wire on getting this to offer out for the show tonight. And I love to see that brick. Also, PCGS, they're going to be doing a lot of other things with the brick too. So you're going to see, maybe they might do like a 2017 and a 2018 coin, or, 2018, 2019, or you might see that, they'll offer out, a two-piece set that has like a gold buffalo and an American eagle or something like that. Thank you very much. So you will see other options that PCGS is going to do in the future. Absolutely. But this is the first. This is the first. This is it. Again, just got worked out of the prototypes, and they're offering out first time with the 2019, and what not a perfect set of being able to offer it out as a 2019 Mint State and the proof and first day of issue. Now, keep in mind, no matter if they do anything else backdate, it's going to be very difficult to get anything first day of issue, because, again, these two coins are being released within about 5 days, almost a week. The two coins are being released within about 5 days of each other. The Mint State's being released on the 15th. The proof's being released on the 10th. So they're being released within about 5 days. So just because the U.S. Mint, because most of the time the U.S. Mint releases the Mint State, then a couple months down the road they release the proof, and then a couple months down the road they release the burnished. It just so happened to be that by coincidence, the United States Mint decided to release the proof and the bullion the closest they ever have before. This is a 5-day gap is the closest they ever have done before in the history of the Silver Eagle series. Taking another one. Thank you very much. Another two more going on out the door. Thank you. So it's a cool set, and it's going to be able to be one to stand the test of time, that it's going to be the very first set. Because the two coins were released within 5 days of each other, we're able to get first day on both. We are able to get first day on both of them because of the coins being released so close to each other. It'd be a little different scenario if the coins were going to be released, 2 months of each other, because then it's like, all right, now we have to have Sean said he's taking 3. He's taking 3. It would be in an instance if, they weren't released within a week of each other, and it was like 2 months of each other, we would have to, have monster boxes sit at PCGS for a very long time, and it really wouldn't work out. So it really had to be perfect timing with the release of the coins. It had to be absolute perfect timing with the release of the coins to be able to offer it out. We are the first ones offering it out, and again, I am guaranteeing you, money back guarantee, will not find it, cannot get it, cannot acquire it anywhere better than $199.97. $199.97 is the 100% guaranteed lowest price that anybody can get in on, that anybody can see. Again, that one is just a Coin and Money Show first time debut, first time air, first time show giveaway. It's a first time airing giveaway. For those of you that are getting in the quickest, for those of you that are getting in the soonest, for those of you that are getting in first, you're going to get first dibs, first shot at the absolute bottom dollar price. And keep in mind, I'm offering these out at a very, very, very low price, considering that silver has been going up and up and up. Considering silver is on the up and up and up. You know, us offering these out as a pre-sale, you know, I have to factor in what might silver be in a week. What might the price of silver be in a week? Because the coin price is not determined on what I pre-sell it for. The coin price is determined on the day the coin is released by the U.S. Mint and what silver is that day. That's what determines the price of the coin. So we're kind of taking a guess on what the coin is going to be. And I've cut the margins down to as slim as possible, to as minimal as possible. I've cut the margins down to offer it out first time showing. But even the slightest fluctuation in silver is going to cause an increase in price. Also, as I said, since PCGS is planning on only doing 200 of these worldwide, you know, if we get to, let's say tonight, 70, 80 of them sold, this might be one that, you know, we might have to hold off on until, you know, we get a physical quantity in our hands. And then once I get my physical quantity in my hands, you might hear me say, all right, you know what? We've got, you know, 10 of these left to go around, or we've got 12 of these left to go around. That actually happened with a lot of last year's pre-sale Eagles. On the 2018 pre-sale Eagles, you know, we offered out a lot of coins that said, all right, there was estimated there was only going to be 300 of this, or there was estimated there was only going to be 500 of this, estimated only 400 of this. And then, you know, once we got them in hand, I said, all right, we were able, you know, out of the 300, we were able to secure, you know, 150 of them, and we pre-sold, you know, 132 of them, and, you know, I have a remaining, you know, 18 left, and these are the last 18. That is what I am predicting that is going to happen with this, that we're going to offer it out as a pre-sale at $199, and you'll see us offer it out and say, all right, you know, I'll have them live in hand. I'll say these are the live samples to offer out on the show, and out of the 200 that they did, out of the 200 that they offered out, you know, I was able to secure, let's just say 100 of them, you know, half. That seems like a number that I'm feasible of doing. I was able to secure 100 of them, and, you know, those, we, you know, sold, let's say 85 of them. I have 15 left. Out of those 15 left, I've got to do those 15 for, you know, $249 or $259 or $269. Keep in mind, $199 is the rock bottom introductory price right now. It is the absolute rock bottom introductory price, the absolute rock bottom introductory deal. Again, not a better price, not a better bargain than what you are looking at right now. That is bare bones pricing. And I'm going to tell you, if a lot of people wait, and a lot of people say, you know what, let me wait on that one, let me hold out on that one, and then they see them, and they see them at, you know, people offering them out elsewhere at $299, which I personally think that's going to be close to the price where it's going to be. Maybe it might be a little less, you know, it might be like $269 or $279, but, you know, anywhere from $250 to $300 is going to be the estimated price that these are going to be at. Once a lot of people start seeing them out there at $249, $259, $269, $279, $289, you know, $299, when they start seeing them out there, they're like, wow, I could have gotten that at $199. And then when the prices start increasing, because when PCGS says, all right, we're only doing 200 of these, and then no dealers have them, and they're all in you know, collectors' hands, and they're only in secondary markets, well, then that's when you're going to see prices of people asking, you know, like $329, $349, $399. And when those prices happen, you know, I'm not going to say we're going to jump to $349 or $399, but I sure am not going to be able, to offer out the brick at $199 if, you know, they're only available in secondary markets and the lowest price is, you know, $300. You're probably going to see us in the realm of, you know, maybe $229 or $239. You know, with us, you might see a $30, maybe $40 increase depending on how many we get, depending on how many we can fulfill, and depending on what the secondary market is on it. And, yep, and I did hear that question. A caller was like, is that for both coins? And are they separate? And do you hold them together or something? No, that's one solid brick. There's no separation. That's one solid brick on the coin. The closest thing, guys, if we could just show this live real quick. This is the closest thing I have live in the studio that is a kind of a visual representation of it. When they offered out the America the Beautiful quarters, NGC did a brick where you could get all the quarters for that year in a brick. That's essentially what we're looking at. You're going to have a silver eagle and a silver eagle in one solid brick. So it's going to be one solid slab like this with a silver eagle and a silver eagle. There's going to be no separation. There's not going to be a separate coin. It's going to be one solid brick, and you're just going to have a silver eagle here and a silver eagle here in the slab. And we can go back to the image. Taking 5 more, thank you very much. So yeah, that's one solid brick, and that picture frame that's there, that's one solid image of the American flag. And that is the largest image that you can get of the American flag because, again, just to show you, for example, this is what you would typically see on the single slab. See, that's the single slab. You're not getting just 2 coins that connect together. You're not getting 2 coins that can sit together and make that image. It's one solid brick, and you can see, if we go back to the image, by the size of the brick, you get pretty much a full American flag, whereas on the single coin, it's, you know, a partial part of the American flag. You get virtually a, you know, full American flag on there, and that's 2 separate coins as well. You get on one side, you see the Mint State, the MS70 in first day of issue, and then on the other side, you get the Proof 70, and the Proof 70 is going to be a deep cameo. So Proof 70, deep cameo, all in one brick, first time debuted by PCGS, first time offered out by PCGS right here, right now. And again, they're still kind of in the prototypes and things like that. Since it's the first time they're offering it out, again, they are anticipating only 200 of them. But if they come across, you know, any particular, you know, issues that they have to resolve, let's say, for example, remember when they came out with the flag frame? When they came out with the flag frame, they thought it was going to be like NGC's Eagle Core, where it was going to be a 3-step process. PCGS, because of the way their holder was, they found out it was going to be a 6-step process. So because it was a 6-step process, they actually had to charge more for the grading on the coins because it cost them more in labor and time to produce the holder. This is another one, too, that, again, they're still working out the fine kinks. So even though they said, we believe we're going to have 200 of them, there's been times where I've been told, hey, you know, we're anticipating we're going to have 400 of these coins, and there ended up only being 200 of them. There's been times I've been told, you know, hey, we're only going to have 500 of these coins, and there ended up being 350. Just sometimes that's the way it works. So when they told me they're estimated 200 of them, when they told me they're doing 200 of them, I mean, that number could very well turn into like 125, and I won't know the final numbers until, you know, they're done, until they're certified up. But you might hear me say, hey, you know what, the final numbers on this, even though they were estimated to be 200, the final number ended up being 170 or 152 or 145 or 128 or 119. You know, the number, you know, it could be a number that's going to be less than 200. And if it's less than 200 on the number, and I say, you know, we pre-sold out of the, let's just say 150, just to make the math easy. They anticipated they were going to do 200. They were only able to do 150. And out of the 150, I was able to lock in on 120. We pre-sold 105 of them. I have 15 left, and these are the last 15. They're not going to be 199. And as soon as that information breaks on the actual number of how many there are, and it ends up being significantly lower, that's also when you see an immediate price hike on it. Because it's economics 101, supply and demand. If the supply dwindled by a quarter of what it was thought to be, and the demand is there, which the demand's going to be there, the price inevitably has to go up. The price inevitably must rise. And thank you for everybody bearing with us on this one. Thank you for everybody being a part of the show. As I said, I'm proud to bring you this out. I'm proud to offer you this one out. I'm proud to show you this one because it is just a surefire winner here on the show. It is a guaranteed winner on the show. Guaranteed lowest price ever seen, lowest price ever done, lowest price there ever will be. Your opportunity, your ability to get in at $199.97. Let's go ahead, give it a 60-second clock. If you're having difficulty getting through, give us a call now. I have a handful of available operators. there are 2 of them. Thank you very much. Going out the door. And highly recommend getting quantity on it, too. I'll let you know. Me personally, I'm locking in on one myself. I am locking in on one myself. Yes, we do. Another one, holding one for a new register? Absolutely. And I'll let you know the number that we were pretty comfortable doing, we're about halfway there. We're already about halfway there, sold and gone tonight in first time debut. And as I said, no one else has them offered out. I know that. And again, if anyone does offer them out in the future, they will not be $199.97. They will not be less than $199.97. That is the guaranteed money back guarantee, lowest price you will ever see. That's the AACTV guarantee that we're offering out for you. And as I said, I was proud to be able to get this out to you. I was almost anticipating on holding it off for the next coin show. I was like, you know what, we'll wait for the next coin show to offer it out because it's just, you know, it's getting very late in the day because you got to think PCGS in California, so they're three hours behind us. So, you know, when it's 6 o'clock here and I'm working on something at 6 o'clock, you know, it's middle of the day for them. It's 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock that they're like, hey, you know, we can have this ready, and they're getting me information where, you know, we have to start the show at 7 o'clock at night. So, you know, I was almost thinking of just saying, you know what, let's save it for the next coin show, but it was such an exciting item that I said, you know what, we have to offer it out on the show. Holding 3 for a new register, no problem. 3 more out the door. Guys, let's give it one more 60-second clock, and we will keep moving and a-grooving on the show. All right, so all the operators do have the information. We'll keep moving and a-grooving with the show, and boy, do we have a lot to still come your way. And first time debut on the proof. First time debut on the proof. You get 2 for 1 money at $199.97. I'm going to let you know, you'll probably see some other networks for just the proof, not even in this holder, just a standard PCGS holder at fairly close to the price that we're at on the 2-piece brick. Yeah, you're going to see other competitors on just the proof at a fairly close price to the to just the proof. And that one, you know, will most likely be in an ANAX holder too, which PCGS and NGC are your 2 top-level grading companies. But you'll see some bigger name guys again. I don't like to personally call anyone out, but there's a bigger name shopping network, and they primarily do ANAX Eagles, and their Proof Silver Eagle will be fairly close to the $199 price on just 1/2 of what you're getting right now. So with that being said, all the operators have the information. Give us a call, and we'll keep moving and grooving with the show.